What former US Secretary of State Henry Kissinger said years and years ago, that if you're enemy with the United States, then it's deadly. But if you're friends of the United States, then it's fatal. The same theory now seems to be applying for Russian President Vladimir Putin. In the shadowy world of Russian politics, opposition to President Vladimir Putin often comes with a steep price, a price paid with the ultimate currency of life itself. In a chilling pattern that seems straight out of a spy novel, critics of Putin have been dropping like flies, their voices silenced by imprisonment, assassination, or poisoning. Let's take a grim journey through the lives and untimely deaths of those who dared to speak out against Kremlin. Starting with the news of the day, Alexei Navalny. Once hailed as the face of Russian opposition, Navalny's fearless activism and relentless pursuit of justice made him a thorn in Putin's side. Despite surviving a nerve agent poisoning, Navalny's fate was sealed when he returned to Russia, only to be imprisoned and reportedly met his end in a Russian penal colony. Boris Nadezhdin, a politician with aspirations to challenge Putin's grip on power, Nadezhdin's dreams were dashed when he was barred from running in the presidential elections. His outspoken criticism of Kremlin policies in Ukraine and elsewhere may have sealed his fate, leaving him vulnerable to the same sinister forces that have claimed so many before him. Yevgeny Prigozhin. From hot dog seller to the boss of a private army, Prigozhin's meteoric rise was as astounding as his fiery demise. His bold criticism of the Russian military and its leadership may have provoked the wrath of the Kremlin, culminating in a suspicious plane crash that ended his life. Now, Anna Politkovskaya, a courageous journalist whose investigative reporting exposed human rights abuses and corruption. Politkovskaya paid the ultimate price for her dedication to truth. Shot dead on Putin's birthday, her murder sent shockwaves through the media community. This raised concerns and troubling questions about the safety of journalists in Russia. Now, Boris Nemtsov, a prominent opposition leader and former deputy prime minister, Nemtsov's efforts to expose Russia's role in the conflict in Ukraine may have made him a target. His assassination just meters from Kremlin served as a chilling reminder of the dangers of dissent in Putin's Russia. Alexander Litvinenko, a former FSB agent turned whistleblower, Litvinenko's accusations against Putin and his alleged involvement in the Moscow apartment bombings cost him his life, poisoned with a rare radioactive isotope. His death was a stark warning to others who dared to challenge the Kremlin's authority. Garry Kasparov, renowned chess champion turned politician activist, Kasparov's outspoken criticism of Putin's rule forced him into exile in New York. Fearful of arrest if he were to return to Russia, Kasparov's story serves as a cautionary tale of the lengths the Putin regime will go to silence its critiques. As the body count continues to rise, one thing remains clear: speaking out against Putin is a deadly game with dire consequences. In the murky world of Russian politics, dissent is not tolerated, and those who dare to defy the Kremlin do so at their own peril. As the world watches in horror, one can only wonder who will be the next victim in Putin's ruthless campaign to silence opposition voices. At least this is what the fiercest critics of Vladimir Putin, the Russian president, would say.
Subscribe to Oneindia channel and never miss an update.